Hey, great Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful day in the city of Brownsville. And it's a quiet day, man. It's a quiet day. And I think it's a quiet day because, there's not a lot going on. We are on vacation mode. And a lot of people are out of town. A lot of people are getting ready for tomorrow for Thanksgiving. And so, not a lot happening in the city of Brownsville. Despite the fact that, of course, that the district is closed, school district is closed. We are getting we are getting some positives. Garcia Middle School got some positives. Um, Veterans High School got some positives. Garcia Middle School, and they're coming out positive. Anyway, I'm concerned. I'm concerned for our community after these next couple of weeks. I'm afraid that we are going to become the next El Paso for the state of Texas. Uh, Already, Texas is number one in regards to the number of positives out there in regard to coronavirus. So it's not a good thing. But it is what it is. And again, when I mentioned the district, I mentioned that district because ultimately it does touch every single individual here in the city of Brownsville. So it just impermeates everywhere. Let's see what happens. Let's say good morning to people that have just jumped in. Kenina, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Cesar Hermoso, good morning. Jessica, good morning. Azuri, good morning. It was good to go shopping yesterday. Good morning, Anelda. Hello. Good morning, Alina. God bless you too. A couple of things that I will talk about today. It might be short, so we'll see what happens. No promises, though. Good morning. Good morning, Connie. Es cierto. Morning to you, Erasmo. What do you think about Eddie Trevino backtracking to curfew again? I think he doesn't know what he's doing. Um, what can I say? Parecen gallinas descabezadas. Look what I have here. This is a marranito. That's a concha, not a mollete. And it's gingerbread. Thank you, my prima Chelly, who got me the marranito. I love marranitos. I love the ginger. Um, Look, first of all, the curfew doesn't make any sense to me because I mean, hardly anybody really is out at those hours of the night. You know, I mean, I don't get it. Mucha de la raza que anda a las 2, 3, 4 de la mañana, I don't know why they're out. Now, the bars have to close at 11, right? We're still at that. So it's not like la raza anda agrupada por todas las partes a las 2, 3, 4 de la mañana. I just don't get the curfew. I don't know what good it does. But yeah, man. I mean, curfew, no curfew, curfew, no curfew. Ah, parece gallina escabezada. Poor Eddie Treviño. He's in over his short little head. Otro chaparro. Good morning, Patty. Good morning. Good morning, Enrique. Good morning, Cat. Good morning, Julie. Good morning. I'm looking spiffy. And I'm going to be wearing my Dolce Gabbana boots because I can. More positives and Thanksgiving gatherings haven't taken place yet. Yes. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning who had lost his sense of smell and taste. And let me say, guys, he asked me, hey, remind people to wear their face coverings and to cover their noses. Have you seen those people that have the face mask hasta acá abajo? And la traen así. Guys, come on, guys. Wear them well. Full face coverings well. And look, guys, I'm saying it again. I am in this office by myself, and I still have at least three face coverings right here in my proximity. And I also to my teachers going back, el pelo ese, es que como que me echo gel y que se va mal. Um, for teachers, going back on Monday, back to on campus. Well, I mean, y'all already campus, but you're going to have a lot of students on campus, guys. I still have N95 masks for you, so stop by before the vacations are over. Tomorrow, I should be at the office tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I did get invited to a couple places for Thanksgiving lunch, so voy a hacer acto de presencia. Morning, handsome. Morning. Good morning. Saludos para Alejandra hasta la ciudad Madero. Saludos, Alejandra. Bendiciones. Good morning, Erasmo. Good morning, Marco. Good morning, Steve. You're late. Minerva got the Big Bird BISD board seat with all the stuffings to go along. We're going to talk about Minerva in a little bit. Good morning, Irma. Good morning, Jennifer Hermosa. Good morning. The Maranito is from Panaderia Gomez, Jessica, and they are on Rockwell and Scheidler Drive. But what I really, really love from them, the Maranitos are delicious. What I really, really love from them is the conchas rellenas. Try them. Panaderia Gomez. Curfew won't help. No way. I don't get it. Top of the morning, lad. Love you. It seems so unreal. Our campuses are not getting any better, but it just gets to me that people are just letting this go. Like the next thing that will happen is Zine's zombie. Have you seen the current board? Zombies are upon us. They're all controlled. Good morning, my friend. Happy Thanksgiving. Positive in, negative out. Positive in, negative out. No more positives, please. No, some close at 1:32. Really? Already? I didn't know that. Well, you see, even if they do the curfew, then Lonnie, it doesn't make any sense because all the police officers have to do is just hang around the bars, which I think they already do anyway. Hang around the bars and just wait for people to come out of the bars and just ticket them for breaking the curfew. Good morning in Canada. I don't think the bars can stay open till 1:30 or 2. They shouldn't. Julie, it's an individual responsibility. At this point, Julie, yeah. Yeah, it really is. And I agree with Julie. Guys, it's up to you. Do you want to be safe? Do you want to keep your family safe? It's now a personal responsibility. Our local government has failed us. Our elected officials have failed us at all levels, folks. Our elected officials at the county have failed. The city government city commission has failed. BISD has failed. All our elected officials have failed. It's just a personal responsibility now. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Guadalupe. Good morning, and good looking. That's me. Good morning, Juan. Common sense is key. Yeah, to a certain degree, it is. But one of the things that I think that we have neglected throughout the time is actually proper hygiene. You know how they would always tell us, make sure that you wash your hands. And I'm not blaming washing the hands on the coronavirus. Coronavirus is the China virus. Came from China. the Wuhan virus. But éramos muy descuidosos. I remember that, sometimes you just forget to wash your hands. And we don't teach that enough. We don't actually preach that enough to a lot of the individuals out there, to a lot of our students, to a lot of our kids. But I guess now we're seeing the great importance of it. Can you imagine if we had developed amongst ourselves that culture of constantly washing our hands? Bitch it up. It would have been amazing. It would have something that we would not have to deal with. But it is what it is. Now at this point, it's just up to every one of us to make sure that we do our best to keep ourselves safe. But it's kind of hard to sometimes have all the great stuff that you need to have in order to keep yourself safe because people get on these buying sprees. They hoard up all this toilet paper. They hoard up all this Lysol disinfectant and stuff. Guys, calm the hell down, guys. Calm down. You don't need 20 canisters of Lysol, guys. I have one. Sit right there. Just one canister of Lysol. And when that starts to fizzle out, then I'll see if I can get another one. But actually, that one was a gift from a friend of mine. I guess they had 20 cans of Lysol. They decided to give me one. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Hermosa, Hilda, Stella, 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 Stella. Good morning. That's how P was wearing it in the courthouse. Oh yeah, but she has no common sense at all. Again, no common sense at all. That woman is dumb. We're going to talk about La Peña, La Pingüina. Good morning, Ruben. Good morning. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Sylvia. Hiring the hotshot lawyer from Houston. I wonder if Baltasar helped find him. Of course she did. Comes bien sabroso y no subes peso. ¿Sabes cuál es the thing? Is like if people that have gone and out to eat with me yesterday, I went out to eat with Missouri. Guys, I only eat tantito así. Nomás que estoy tragando todo el mendigo día, pero nomás como bien poquito. I cringe at the people who take off their masks to answer the phone. Por eso estamos como estamos. Let me say, Gecko, I think it just depends on where you're taking off your mask. Look, I don't like wearing my mask when I'm scootering. I don't like wearing my mask if I'm going to be on a bicycle or if I'm going to be out there exercising, which don't worry, I hardly ever go out and exercise. But if I was going to go out there and jog, I would not wear a mask. It's just become very, very wonky. At first, they told us, don't wear a mask if you're going to go exercise. And then they said, well, yeah, wear a mask if you're going to do exercise. And then they said, well, no. So I don't know. 2008 COVID deaths in one day nationwide. Yeah, it's not getting any better. And I think, look, guys, yesterday the mayor put out a chart of how, we're not doing too bad, but, we're still high. Let me say, guys, do you find it surprising that COVID is on the rise everywhere else except in Cameron County? Hidalgo County had to implement, press conferences and go out there and let individuals know what's going on. Has anyone tripped out about how it's spiking everywhere except Cameron County? I mean, look at El Paso. El Paso's a disaster, guys. But Cameron County, everyone's out there saying, I mean, everything's okay. Do you trust Cameron County's numbers? Anyone? Does anyone really trust Cameron County's numbers? Did you see what happened at the recount? I think we're being lied to. Que envidia de la buena, of course. Good morning, Maggie Hermosa. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. 3 strikes out. Erasmo, you are an amazing individual. You are a true blessing to our community. Many don't like you because you have opened our eyes to the corruption in our community. It's obvious you love your city. Guys, there's no one that's going to love Brownsville more than me, man. I love Brownsville, folks. I love Brownsville. I'm not blind as to the illegalities and misgivings here in the city of Brownsville. O sea, folks, I love Brownsville. I love everything about the city, man. I hate the corruption. I hate that they take away from our kids. I hate the fact that we're stagnant. And look, even the guys, uh, el suegro de little Eddie, el idiota, el suegro de little Eddie was out there. Well, he's being a hater. We've been here all our lives and haven't done a damn thing about all the corruption. It's like, guys, has anyone ever thought? And we'll go into Sylvia. Sylvia now proven right in regards to the raterio. Adela Garza at the TSC. Now we know that she's a big rata, right? So has anyone asked? And I've stated it here before. Has anyone asked, guys, in regards to? Hey, Jennifer, morning. Has anyone ever asked why the feds had to come down? You know, why is it that the feds had to come down to arrest Sylvia Atkinson? Why is it that the feds had to come down to uh, to point out the dealings of Adela Garza? Has anyone ever wondered that, guys? Don't we have local law enforcement here? Don't we have Brownsville as the seat for Cameron County for the Cameron County Sheriff's Department here? Our district attorney's office, it's here, Brownsville. These happenings, they stemmed out of Brownsville, guys. Has anyone ever asked why the feds had to come down to do the job that should have been done by our local law enforcement? Where's the investigative reporting? You know, why wasn't the Herald on this? We have Channel 23 right there on the expressway, guys. It's a piece of crap. Channel 4 right here in Harlingen, guys. It's a piece of crap. A piece of crap. Where were the investigative reporters? Derek Garcia or something. I don't remember his name. Derek Garcia. I don't know what his name is. I mean, he's turning out to be another Ryan Wolf. Oh, like my page. It's not investigative reporting. Not in the slightest. But if someone gets a Class B misdemeanor, a DWI, that's hot news. Anyway, I personally learned, yeah. They take it off inside stores. Apparently, it's easier to them to hear the other end. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, they shouldn't. Common sense isn't that common here. No, it's not. Brownsville and county is corrupted, 100%, and 100%, and it's not getting any better. They don't know how to count. Well, you remember, guys? Remember how during that week, all of a sudden we started to get 1,500 positives. Madness. The mayor has so much faith on those fake numbers. That mentality probably got El Paso where it is today. No pasa nada. Let me go tell you something, guys. I've been calling out the fake numbers in the county since it basically started. And not when it started. When it started, I actually thought that they were producing good numbers until I found out that they weren't. Erasmo's being negative. Shut up. El Paso Hospital has an area called the Pit. Once you die, doctors will not go in there. That is just sad. They go in and come out in bags. They have frozen trucks. Well, something that I learned from San Antonio is that they're shipping COVID positive patients from El Paso to San Antonio. because they can't deal with them anymore at the hospitals. They don't have any room. So a lot of the hospital patients in San Antonio are individuals from El Paso. And I imagine that Dallas has the same thing, and other cities as well. Are the feds in town because elected officials can't be trusted? They can't be trusted, and I think that they're here for that and for other reasons. One of the things, and I tried to explain with Sylvia Atkinson, because someone was asking me why it had taken so long, and the reason that it has taken so long in regards to finding her guilty and prosecuting her is that it started off with this here. When they started to investigate this, then they found out that there's also this. When they started to investigate this and this, then they found out that this there over here. And then from this one, then this one spurted out more investigations. It's never ending, guys. Never ending. They are all covered with a big blanket. They try to. What is your opinion on how this affects the national election? Uh, Not much. Again, Donald Trump won Texas, and so there's not much in regards to what we could cause. I mean, even if Texas had gone to Biden, it's still the same thing. Very, very uh, fortunate that right now, we weren't considered one of those states where the votes were that close that they were going to have to ask for recounts, guys. But it's very, very telling those states that had issues with uh, voter fraud. And a lot of times, and I've had this discussion with my friend Jared, and Jared says, "Well, not no voter fraud. It's not true." It's true. Sorry, Jared. Voter fraud is true. It happens. Joey Garza is a vote harvester. And a lot of these other individuals out there, they're vote harvesters, guys. They go to viejitos' houses and they steal their votes. The county knows this. Everyone in the political circle knows this, guys. It's the same people that our opponents used. Vote harvesters. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning. Good morning. It makes you wonder, and it makes me wonder. Yeah, I was wondering how you went to FBI a couple of years ago or less, but yeah, FBI had recordings in 23, or did Rodrigo Menino just save the recordings or just in case as a wild card? No. Uh, Let me explain what happened. They were investigating Sylvia for years. I was the only sitting board member that ever went to the feds. Does that make any sense? So what I think happens, guys, is that there's an open door because it was all shut. But as soon as a sitting board member opens the door, then it gives a lot more freedom and liberty to really, really go in. Because really, the board members are the doorkeepers. I hope that makes sense. The board is the doorkeepers, the board members. They're doorkeepers. O sea, what's behind the door is what you all don't see, what we all don't see, what is behind the doors. The board members are the doorkeepers. Why we were praying that Marisa would be on the board? She is on the board. Why we were praying? Because she's a doorkeeper. As a board member, she has the option of opening the door or keeping it shut. That's her option. Prisi, Minerva, Drew, they helped close that door for Sylvia Atkinson. So everything was shut. Erasmo Castro, as a board member, opened the door. Does that make sense? That's what transparency is. We need our board members to be transparent. We have no transparency on that board. We have a self-serving board who are going to fight to keep that door shut, to keep that door closed, where nothing goes in, nothing comes out. Because they have bought our local law enforcement to establish connections, and it's not easy buying out the feds. I love Ryan Wolf to come back and get up personal with hot seat questions. Yeah, I love Ryan. Ryan is a friend of mine. It's just he's become so, oh, send prayers, send well wishes. And maybe that's something that San Antonio needs right now. Brownsville needs investigative reporting. Local media is bought. They only report on who their supporters tell them to. Yes. And that's one of the things that we learned in regards to Drew Brown. You know, she still has her connects there at the Brownsville Herald and at the news desks. Channel 4, Channel 23. Una vergüenza. A vergüenza. Bendiciones, Lali. Saludos desde Monterrey. Please, saluda a Ana Victoria. Tiene 4 años, te estamos viendo. Ana Victoria, saludos. Desde mi hermoso Monterrey, como amo esa ciudad, amo a mi gente de Monterrey. Based on what I saw real politics last night, Marisa should take this to court. Did you see the rewatch show at Erasmo? The ladies from AOB and Nelda saw so many inconsistencies. Time to go to court. No, I didn't watch it. I wanted to get home and watch my baking show. But I've been in communication with the individuals who were at the recount, and they should go to court. Marisa should go to court. The fact that Jared Harkema was appointed by Edelmiro is suspicious. Yeah, I don't care if people say Jared is a straight arrow and he says it was a clean recount. It's still sketchy. Guys, I don't trust anything little Eddie does. Anything. With this constant repeated corruption BISD in Brownsville government, do you think there are other corruption and fraud scandals going that we have heard about? Yes. Oh, yes. I'll give you one. The election. The recount. PUB. TSC. City of Brownsville. Cameron County. Good morning, Julie. Muchos de California se movieron a vivir a Texas y los demócratas lavando el cerebro a los jóvenes de la universidad y los republicanos no hacen nada. El problema con los republicanos es de que se la pasan peleando entre ellos mismos, Vladimir. El partido republicano aquí en el Valle nunca va a llegar a nada. Nunca va a llegar a nada porque se mantienen de las greñas el uno al otro. O sea, no existe la unidad, no existe el gran deseo de apoyarse el uno al otro. Tanto que sube uno y de repente viene una raza y lo quieren estirar hacia abajo. O sea, no se apoyan. Nunca van a llegar a nada. Y los demócratas son casi igual. Nomás que en eso sí son un poquito más unidos los perros. Todo político es un perro. The FBI agent said at the trial that the FBI had been aware of someone named Atkinson through various investigations. They cased bait and she took it. It was spurred her conviction. The FBI has a lot more investigation than just the spur of the moment. I heard something similar about DHR Edinburgh. Yeah. No offense to Jared, but there were too many inconsistencies during the recount for me to feel it was a fair recount. Yeah. But guys, Did anyone really expected a fair recount? Anyone? Did anyone truly expect a fair recount? I told you wasn't going to be. There was no way there was going to be a fair recount. Minerva had it won even before the recount started, guys. The fate of this recount should not be in the hands of 16, 17-year-olds doing the recount. And the rules of who can be a poll watcher should change to avoid perverts like Adan Salas around minors. Guys, why any parent of these 16 and 17-year-olds, why any parent would feel comfortable in sending their child to where a aggravated sexual predator is breathing over their shoulders, over their necks, behind their backs? Guys, come on, parents. Parents should be parents should be out here, outraged. Outraged. I don't know who these 16 or 17-year-olds were, but parents of these 16, 17-year-olds. Are you okay with Cameron County Elections Department placing your son or daughter in the same room as an aggravated sexual predator who raped an 8-year-old boy? The former board member Peña told me herself that she questions administration about issues, yet she then goes ahead and votes for what they want and administration want, regardless whether it benefits students and teachers. She's a tool. She was a tool of Sylvia Atkinson. She's a tool of administration. She is a tool of the corrupt political system, guys. Nothing changes. How do you think Sylvia paid for the new Houston attorney? So suspicious because she claims to be broke. Guys, she stole millions. She put it under her wife's name, put it under her family member's name. She stole millions. She had very little under her name. Did y'all know that? That's what criminals do. Or broke people. She stole millions. Millions. Was producing movies, guys. I'm broke. I've never produced a movie. I can't. Well, we're actually writing a movie. We're actually writing a screenplay. I guess that was a bad analogy. Guys, we are writing a screenplay in prelude to writing a book. It's called the Sylvia Trials. We're going to make it into a mini movie. And we'll be streaming it on social media, guys. So you'll see it here on our page on YouTube. The Sylvia Trials. I was telling my husband about how the Brownsville Herald is fake news because they don't report what's going on in the valley, and his response was, "The Brownsville Herald is still around." Yeah, how it's still around? Really, I have no idea. No existe la unidad. No. What do you think is more guilty of corruption, Democrats or Republicans, or equally? They're the same. Guys, I know a lot of folks out there, and my friend Juan Carlos, very passionate about the Democratic Party, guys. It's a piece of crap. And so there's some people passionate about the Republican Party. It's a piece of crap. They're sides to the same coin. Decía alguien, the left wing and the right wing. I saw this meme. Left wing and the right wing are still part of the same bird. It's the same thing, guys. Guys, don't be passionate about the damn party, man. Oh, we're Democrats. We're Democrats. That's a mentality. That is you being spoon fed a bunch of crap. Oh, we're Republicans. We're Republicans. You've been spoon fed a lot of crap. They're all the same. Republicans, Democrats, they're all the same. They're all corrupt. Son los mismos. Es lo mismo. So what's with the liquid eraser? Pardon my ignorance, but the bottle and pick, is that what you're talking about? I didn't mention liquid eraser. How do you know it's that? I didn't. Because I couldn't see a clear image. I just saw a white ball with some slightly blue hues. I never said it was liquid eraser. I think Royal mentioned that it was liquid eraser. I think it was hand sanitizer, but I don't know. I wasn't there. La gente que piensa en partidos, tribus son el problema. Le echan la culpa a los demás en vez de arreglar las cosas ellos mismos. Olvídense de eso de partidos, olvídense de que republicanos son mejor, los demócratas son mejor. Sáquense eso de la mente. Son dos lados de la misma moneda. ¿En qué te ha ayudado los republicanos? ¿En qué te han ayudado los demócratas? Son ratas. Estoy hablando de aquí localmente. Yo tengo un poquito de temor de lo que le va a pasar al país con la ideología del socialismo. Me preocupa. Pero me preocupa por más que nada por lo espiritual. Me preocupa por lo espiritual. O sea, yo presiento que viene una revolución en contra de nuestras iglesias. Yo presiento que viene un ataque grande y severo para aquellas personas que son de la fe, que tienen sus ideas puestas en un Dios soberano. Vienen los ataques en contra de nuestras iglesias, raza. Y vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Y ahora, usted tiene la opción de no creer en la religión, no creer en la iglesia. Es opción muy personal. Yo presiento que va a venir un ataque grande y severo a las iglesias en Estados Unidos. Y todo por estos movimientos. Sí, mire, si teniendo un presidente republicano, bueno, disque republicano, el Trumpas, teniendo un presidente republicano, miren lo que empezaron a hacer con las estatuas, los monumentos, piedras, palos, cosas inanimadas. Y todo por el sentimiento. Es que me ofende. Ofende a nuestra cultura. Ofende a nuestra raza. Hiere nuestros sentimientos. Ustedes han escuchado a muchos predicadores predicar en contra de muchas de las cosas de las cuales existen en nuestro país. ¿Qué va a pasar? Van a empezar a arrestar a predicadores que hablen en contra de muchas de aquellas cosas de las cuales apoyan ciertas personas. Al rato, a estas personas de las cuales son ofendidas por los monumentos, por las estatuas, al rato les va a ofender una cruz en una parroquia, una cruz en una iglesia. Es presentir. Vienen problemas difíciles para las iglesias en Estados Unidos. That Guadalupe Leal guy, Edelmiro's relative, is an idiot. It's father-in-law. I was reading some of his posts, and he sure does love talking about you and accuses you of calling Eddie President Rona. Shut up. That was Roman. Yeah, I never called little Eddie President Rona. Look, guys, let's be honest. I sent my prayers to Edelmiro, little Eddie, because of the Rona. And to his family members. Roman was the one that called him President Rona, and Roman's kind of proud about it. And I do my best, guys. I do my best not to joke about someone other's uh, ailments. So I wasn't going to joke about uh, little Eddie having Rona. I just don't do that. And if I have, I mean, it was a slip up, but I didn't call him President Rona. I sent out prayers. So Guadalupe, if you're listening, you're confusing me. But again, y'all don't care about the facts. Y'all care to form this narrative. Oh, Erasmo's negative. That's what you care about. I care about presenting facts and giving my opinion on it as I see fit. Being that Sylvia opened up the feds and knowing that her sisters are in charge of finances at BISD, you think that the feds can come and confiscate all the finance reports BISD from the time they took control? Yes. And I think, unless I'm mistaken, I think they already have affected open records requests on a lot of the financials for BISD. That's my take. These are not the parents. Teachers actively encourage their students to apply with the elections office. I'm a social studies teacher. I know about it. They use on college applications. Still, as a parent, the one that has the ultimate responsibility for the student or the child is the parents. So even if a teacher out there, promotes sending students to recounts at elections department, guys, as the parents ultimately have the ultimate say. It no wonder it is no wonder BISD is having positives while closed for the holidays when Hannah is holding football practice every morning this week. I'm seeing it right now. So much for limiting exposure. Come on, coaches. You know, I look, guys. I enjoy our teams winning, and I know that they have a game on Friday. I just don't see it. For me, I had the looming pending doom about Minerva cheating, but I still was hoping against all hope, and I still got mad that what I feared became true. I'm not about being surprised. It's more about the audacity. It's maddening, and more of it is happening in front of our eyes, and the fact that we can't do anything. Nothing is insanely upsetting. It is. It really, really is. But we can't shut our eyes from it. We can't blind ourselves. Sylvia's owed many favors by many involved with her. Either she has her millions in a mattress somewhere, or her rich friends are paying for it. Um, I would say a little bit of both. Now, remember, guys, uh, Sylvia Atkinson. We're talking about doors, right? Sylvia Atkinson has the door shut on Adela Garza, on Drew Brown, on Prissy Roca-Tipton, on Baltasar Salazar, on county officials, on the Brownsville City Commission. She has that door shut. You better believe that a lot of elected officials are scared crapless that she will open the door to get a shorter sentence. So right now they're playing ball with her. So it doesn't surprise me that Baltasar Salazar is still working for her, trying to get her attorneys here or there. It's all about the platform, 100%. Has anyone seen Sylvia? No. You would think that she would be at the BISD getting her little plaque for 4 years of raterio. I'm surprised. I think they had it delivered to her. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that BISD paid for a plaque for her? Thank you, Sylvia Atkinson, for your years of service to the district. Can you believe that? Sent her a beautiful plaque that you paid for. Talented writing of a screenplay is different from investing stolen money that displays someone else's talent. Yeah. Brownsville has been inundated with corruption for years. Judge Avelima, Sheriff Corral, Pat Ahumada, FNS Director Sylvester Capistrano, Forget, and Sylvia Atkinson. When are you going to learn the lesson? Juan Carlos, do you know that all these individuals ran as Democrats? And look, and I know a lot of my friends out here are Democrats. Democrats. All these people ran as Democrats. And I'm not saying the Republicans are any better. What I'm trying to get at is, Juan Carlos, let's remove from our mind Democrat. Oh, he's a Democrat. I'm voting for that guy. Take that away. Let's research. Let's find out what they're about, really about. Adela Garza, Democrat. So, well, no, De La Garza is a Republican. I take that back. I take that back. Case in point, doesn't matter if they're Republicans or Democrats. What matters is, are they rats or are they not rats? That's what matters. Adela Garza is a Republican. These guys here are Democrats. So how will the corrupt board communicate? They won't use phones anymore. Emails create a paper trail. I guess meetings in hiding. Part of the issue, Kat, is that they weren't supposed to be meeting at all anyway. O sea, they weren't supposed to be meeting. See, that this is what's called a walking quorum. This is why Sylvia got away with a crap and a half. See, they shouldn't have been meeting from the start. But you saw pictures of how Sylvia, Minerva, Prisi, Drew, and Baltasar Salazar would all shenangle together. Guys, they shouldn't have been meeting at all. They shouldn't ever been out there in quorum. It's called a walking quorum. So they shouldn't be meeting at all. They could call each other like, "Hey, man, is there something that we need to bring up or something?" But everything needs to be done to where the people could see. That's why a lot of the discussions that are had in regards to facilities, budget, insurance. That's why those committee meetings are also televised, open to the public, so that people could be a part. So in order to promote the transparency factor. So they shouldn't be meeting at all. Local Democrats call me a wetback because of my accent. When they found out I vote Trump. For the record, I don't like Democrats or Republicans, different wings from the same bird. Yes. I love your accent. I think your accent is kind of sexy. Una guerra sería la solución para limpiar ambos partidos. Una guerra. Y no creo que algo tan drástico como una guerra, más que nada un despertar, Vladimir. Un despertar del pueblo. No lo hemos tenido. El pueblo aquí se ha mantenido en un lull porque siguen recibiendo estampillas, siguen recibiendo ayuda del gobierno, siguen recibiendo el housing. O sea, son satisfechos con migajas. No, es tiempo de querer algo mejor. Look, guys, people need to stop eating all those damn crumbs. And I'm not bashing food stamps. Let me tell you, food stamps are awesome. I'm not bashing housing. You know, housing's awesome, guys. We have to want something better, something more. That's why we need to get away from the hand me out mentality and start going into the let me earn an amazing salary. And let me go back into the airport thing because Edelmiro's suegro was out there complaining about, oh, Erasmo's talking about the airport. He can say, blah, 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 blah. He didn't know what he was saying. Delusional man. Anyway, guys, let's go back into the airport. Do you think that we really spent $40 million on the airport, the city of Brownsville? We didn't. Most of it came from grants, federal grants. And that's great. It's amazing. It's awesome. I'm not against getting grants, guys. Let's get all the grants that we could get. But when are we going to start to produce our own monies so that then we can be the grantors and not always the grantees? Does that make sense? Guys, we have more resources than any other city in our area. We have a gem here. We have a zoo. We have bridges. We have a port. We have an airport. We have beaches. We have everything anyone could want. Amazing talent. Everything. And we're still the poorest community in the nation. We still vote in the corrupt politicians that raise our PUB rates by 36%. Yes, southmost area. You give them the crown. O sea, te roban, they steal from you, and you still give them your crown. I don't get it. Another problem we have is the position that are partisan, like district clerks. They should be nonpartisan. The Republican candidate was way more qualified, but lost because she ran as a Republican. Um, I think a lot of these positions should be nonpartisan. It doesn't much matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. I mean, how is that going to affect you in serving the district as district clerk, county clerk, or other positions? My take. But don't forget, Jehovah's Witnesses are going to take over with 144 million forks and spoons. I don't know. We're brainwashed. We've brainwashed a lot of people into believing a certain party is always better. Both sides. It's prevalent in the Valley. Washington warned against parties for a reason. He saw it 1,200 years ago. Yes. Corrupt. Tristemente, muchos socialistas son anti-religión, pero le dan las nalgas al gobierno. Si piensan, personas ilustradas, pero son ovejas. Se piensan. Sí, el socialismo no es bueno. No va a ser bueno para nuestro país. Y vuelvo a repetir, tengan cuidado. Roman Perez is bigger than Julius Caesar, maybe. I'm sorry, but the Democrats are not going to change the church. I mean, Trump stood against everything the church stands for. Nothing changed there. Besides, why are priests judging president-elects? They should not be judging, period. Sorry, Tony. There's a wave coming. There is a wave coming. And I'm not talking about the Democrats. Look, we have to understand that there are Democrats that are moderate Democrats. You know, churchgoers, they're going to be okay. But there is a movement in the Democrat Party. The AOC movement, the Squad movement, a lot of that leftist group that even Democrats are afraid of. I'm sorry, they're coming for our churches. I could almost guarantee you, and I'll give you an example. when um, when they made this big old deal about the rock here down on at Washington Park, I thought, God, these people are crazy. You know, it's just a rock. It's just a rock. And and at a certain point, I said, like, was remove it. Who cares? It's just a damn rock. But then I stepped back for a minute and I saw the bigger picture. Have you ever seen that slogan that says, uh, first they came for the Polish, and I said nothing. Then they came for I don't know, these guys, and I said nothing. Then they came for the Jews, and I said nothing. Then they came for these guys, and I said nothing. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to say anything. With these people, you give them an inch and they want to take a mile. Look, I witnessed the video from the guys that had come down from up north when after they had removed the rock. And I should have saved that video, guys. It was very, very telling because then they said, hey, guys, now let's all march from Washington Park. They were going to go to Jacob Brown Auditorium because now it's not just a rock. Now they want to remove the name of Robert E. Lee Youth Center there at Jacob Brown Auditorium. Has anyone ever been to Robert E. Lee Youth Center? I think I was there like 40 years ago. I don't remember. It's just a name. But they marched all the way up there to have that name removed. And then Stillman House. And they want to start erasing everything about history. Why don't they start erasing current history? I'm talking locally. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Biden either. I'm talking about locally. What are they going to take away next? And I told a couple of people from church here, from local pastors, it's coming, folks. They're going to want to take down our churches. And again, digan que lo dijo un loco, como dicen. Just watch. It's going to happen. In the end, these bad things have to happen to make the church wake up and rise up. And if you're a believer, these prophecies are foretold. So all we can do is remain faithful and love and keep sharing God's word for those who are willing to hear. It's all we can do. If you're not a believer, that's fine. That's your choice. All we do is share the gospel for whoever wants to listen. Guys, I jumped somewhere. Hold on, I'll be back. Oh my gosh. I jumped. When it comes to both Republicans and Democrats, they both have done more to enrich their investments in the test-making companies, charter schools, reformists that have to help the schools, 100%. Porter is also having football practice. I saw them yesterday, and I went out walking. I thought Sylvia didn't have any more money left because she gambled it. Let me tell you. People need to get informed and ask the right questions. No longer can we just vote for the comadre's cousin of the friend of a friend. She'll probably displayed it in her cell. Probably. They have her a plaque. They gave her a plaque, yeah. No, pues sí le dieron una medallota. Wow, a plaque for Sylvia on behalf of the BISD? Yeah. Okay. Yes. It's so weird that BISD never gave a statement on Sylvia and the trial. Not a one. They gave her a plaque. What a joke. They should have fired her. They awarded her. You're kidding me. A freaking plaque. It's amazing what a talented brainwashed Sylvia is. She is a talented brainwasher. It is impossible to leave BIZ when they are still in denial of all the money Sylvia has stolen. A beautiful plaque. Wow, thank you for causing chaos and bringing the district negative attention and taking away the positive media belongs to the amazing students. Smoke signals and signals. Bueno, smoke signals and sign language. Got a call from work. Yeah. That FNS director is the one who committed suicide, right? Yeah. By the way, I hope the doors are open on Barbacoa Gate too. I think so. I have this feeling that Barbacoa Gate is soon going to be brought to the forefront. I have a suspicion. I guess that they have their meetings in the parking lot where they have all our brawls. There's no more pride in making your own money. Grants always come with strings attached. That's why the workload always increases for teachers, whether someone applies for a grant. Yes. Good morning. My vacation begins today. I'm later for awesome. ¿Hasta cuándo la pingüina se va a cansar de robar? Que deje algo para los demás. Corruption for the educated. Buenos días, Maria. Brownsville has so much potential as a border town. It's saddening that it has no potential for growth. Nope, none. We need a little on how long people can be on any welfare. The whole point is to help you get on your feet. Unfortunately, it's used as an income and not always used to buy food, if you know what I mean. I know exactly what you mean. Are you running for commissioner? If not, you should. Um, my guess right now is no. As of right now, there are talented individuals that are running for those positions that I think could do a good job. So at the moment, I'm not going to be announcing or running for any commissioner position unless a couple of those individuals decide to take a step back. I will be running for mayor of the city of Brownsville and BISD. The problem is, regardless of party, people have forgotten to do the right thing, whether anyone is watching or not. Yes. Las salarias del gobierno. No es bueno. Yo salí de ahí en Cuba. Exactamente. Es un caos. Y conozco muchas personas de Cuba. Y pues veo cómo muchas de las veces ha sufrido las personas de que creen en Dios. In BISD case, le dan las nanas a Silvia. It's as gross as it sounds, stealing from the disadvantaged children. Yeah. Then they came for the immigrants and took away their children. And then they came for the socialists. It's also a line in that poem. Something like that. I don't remember. Yes, long time ago, we had high school dances there. Oh, yeah, at the Robert Lee Center. Yeah, it's an old room, part of Jacob Brown. Yeah, 100%. The only way people stop wanting to hang me out is if they make college more affordable, especially for the in-city kids, so that they don't leave cities and stay out of business. You see, but that's part of the problem. You see, that's part of the problem. TSC should have lower tuition. They don't. Should be a free college. Fidel Castro lo primero que hizo fue mentir al pueblo, quitar las armas y adoctrinar a los niños en las escuelas, sembrando odio a los Estados Unidos. Yes. History is written by the victor with the blood of the vanquished. First, they came for the communists and did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Something like that. I can't remember the name of the poem. But what I mean, and then they came for the trade unions and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Yeah, the gist of it. Then they came for the Jews and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me. There was no one left to speak out for me. That one. But the gist of it. Trump stood against everything the church stood for, like abortions. I know. No, pues wow, we must be doomed. Before you know it, Trey is going to let the board members meet at Dodici's. Where can I find the current district maps? I'll send me an inbox and I'll send you the link. What was the amount paid for the recount? 40. As of right now, it's 48,000. It could be more, Jaime. We're not completely sure. We should know. Hopefully, we should know next week. But if you're asking me who paid for the recount, the city did. It's called First They Came. Yeah. Do you do you know who's running for commissioner? We need changing out. Who's running for commissioner? Martin Sarkis has stated that he is running for commissioner at large. If Martin Sarkis opts not to run, I will be running for commissioner at large. Pace B. Carlos Elizondo is running for city commissioner, District 3. If he decides not to run, I will be running for city commissioner at District 3. Uh, Joe Valdez is running for city commissioner at District 4. And I can't run for city commissioner District 4. I don't live there. But I love Joe Valdez. I think Joe Valdez will be an amazing city commissioner. Guys, my time is up. Have a great day. Social distance, wear face coverings, wear face masks, este, hand sanitizer. Uh, Stop by my office if you need some N95 masks if you're going back onto campus. Guys, there's a lot of work to be done. We have to do it. I am. We'll have a show tonight at 9 o'clock, and tomorrow morning we'll have a Thanksgiving show in the morning. Anyone that wants to come on, let me know. We will probably not have a Thanksgiving evening show. I'll say probably because I'm not sure. But I wanted to take the evening off to spend it with family members, have the opportunity to go around and say hi to family. Also, guys, I will have a show Thursday at lunchtime. It's a special edition, Thanksgiving. That's why we're going to cancel out the evening show. Thursday at noon. Special show, special guests. It's kind of crazy. You'll find out tomorrow, noon. How many more family members we're expecting from La Pingüina? We're expecting from La Pingüina. She's probably going to hire Berta Guerra, probably going to hire the child molester, probably going to hire all these people that were out there helping her out. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Y'all too, guys. Guys, stay safe, social distance. Guys, please be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.